Okay, hello everyone. Thank you so much for being a part of another mental health moment with Education for a Lifetime. My name is David Galvan, and I have the privilege and honor of bringing on one of my friends here that has been working in this community and actually has begun a startup here in regards to mental wellness and how we dress. And this is our friend here, Taylor Draper. Man, it's so a blessed and honored to have you on the show. And so grateful. So thank you for being a part of today. Can't wait to hear what you guys are doing and what's going on. But before we get there, I love to let everybody in on how we are as humans. And that some of that is just, what have you been doing during quarantine? What's like something that you're like, I never thought I would have to do, but now since I've been quarantined or this coronavirus has been around, like, what have you been doing?
Hey, well, thanks for having me on the show, man. I really appreciate it.
Totally.
Excited to be here. Yeah, so some of the things that I've been doing in quarantine that I didn't think that I'd have to deal with is a lot of interruption.
Right? Just life
Lo-
interruption, right?
Life interruption, the kids coming in while I'm on a Zoom call, setting up deals, screaming.
You're like,
Well,
hold on, hold on.
it's like,
That is so relatable to everybody. Like there is this
yeah,
new interruption, and even this work from home, like the work from home thing. Like you see things, and you're like, oh, I got to clean that up, or I got to do this,
yep,
and then should I be on the computer and standing at my desk today right now? And so there's a lot of things happening along there. When you and I met, you were having this idea, and you were putting together and formulating. You had just started. Your company, and I was like, man, from a mental health standpoint, this is phenomenal what you guys are doing. So tell us a little bit about that, man.
yeah, thanks. So the company is called Inherent Clothier, or just Inherent. And basically, what we do is we connect confidence to clothing, and then the confidence that you get from this clothing is then used and just like a tool to be able to combat the struggles of everyday life, such as like depression, anxiety, self-doubt, things like that, that we all go through on a day-to-day basis. And us as men are usually taught to stuff it down by manning up or be a man and things like that, like all these toxic phrases. So we're trying to just change the conversation around that and just get rid of those phrases and give you confidence to be able to take these things. And this came from my own personal story of when I was in probably the darkest time of my life a couple of years ago. The only thing that made me feel better was dressing well in the morning and being able to put my suit on and be able to just dress well and then take on the day. What I realized was even the sliver of confidence I was getting in the morning every day was helping me deal with everything else that was going on in my life.
Wow.
The depression, the anxiety, the pressure from work, the pressure to provide for the family, the pressure to keep employees paid. Like just having that little bit of confidence at least like got my foot in the door of being able to deal with it.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's all you need is just a little bit of a push. So that's
Yeah.
why we started Inherent Clothier, inherentclothier.com, at Inherent Clothier for Instagram. But we really want to just bring awareness to that. One, everybody deals with these things. And two, your first inclination shouldn't be to step it down. It should be to talk to somebody about it. It should be to talk to your spouse, talk to your friend, your teacher, whoever it might be.
Hmm.
Um, just talk about it. That's all it takes.
That's awesome, man. So I love this concept that says if I can just get dressed, it could open up the conversation or give me the confidence to open up the conversation to what I'm actually navigating inside on a mental health
Yeah.
level. Oh my
Hmm.
goodness. What so like so bring me into that world. So you're like so what is it about dressing up that does that for you?
Yeah, so it's almost it's not a narcissistic thing at all. It's just like when you look good, you feel good, and there's actual science behind it. So like when I started to realize this kind of concept and work it out with like some of my buddies that helped me start this company, is that there's a science behind not only just custom clothing but suits in general,
Hmm.
and then or just kind of like nicer clothes. Like I'm not talking about streetwear or anything like that, but just nicer clothing gives you more confidence. And when you have more confidence, it's clinically proven that depression and anxiety and self-doubt specifically, and a lot more things get easier to deal with because you can overcome those things when you're feeling this confident, even if it's at the smallest of scales.
Yeah, and I think it's interesting because even right now, what we've seen with this quarantine and this and all of these like kind of these guidelines and restrictions being lifted a little bit, some of the
Mhm.
immediate places that people went where let's go get my haircut done. I've got to get my nails done. These things that are like a tribute to getting dressed up and getting cleaned up. We were on a call
Yep.
the other day with somebody, and she said one of the greatest things now that this restriction's been lifted is I get ready for work. And I was like,
Yeah.
wow, the power of just getting ready.
Yep.
So what made you guys choose suits? And like why like suits? Because like I'm not in the suit game yet, but like what's the suit game about? Like tell me about
we'll
that.
we'll get you there.
Yes, I imagine.
Oh man, so the great thing about suits is actually it's actually more of like a really personal preference for me, because I just one of the things that I started doing, because I was really into the streetwear scene, and then when I went through these really difficult times, I just wanted to feel good about myself. So like the first place I turned to was a suit. So I started like looking at how to dress in a suit in my own style, which is another thing we really help you with and help you promote, is like finding your own style. Because and this is my point, one of the things that I love about suits is there's so much history behind suits. Like
Mm,
it goes all the way back to Prince of Wales, King Edwards, like all of those. Like there's just so much history in suits that you don't teach anymore. Like men in the 50s would teach their son, hey, your lapel should be this width because your shoulders are this width. Like you should like have these kind of buttons. Like the fathers would teach their sons that, and they'd introduce them to their tailors, and their tailors were a huge part of their family at that point, just like a barber that you go to. That was a huge part of it, and we've kind of lost that as a culture in the last 30 years.
wow.
And so we're trying to like bring that back and bring that history back, and like be your confidant for mental health, and be also your personal stylist to help you find and bring out your best self, and help you find what that means and what that looks like in the sartorial world. When I say sartorial world, I mean like the whole suiting world.
Yeah, that's amazing. Cause like so you're essentially your business and Inherent Clothier is actually customizing suits to fit your personality to bring you
Yep.
into a world so that you can navigate the things that are going on, that depression, that self-doubt, that anxiety. One of the
Yep.
this is really essentially a coping skill, like a coping
Yeah.
skill. How amazing, like even right now as we see these restrictions lift, like how amazing would it be to say, hey, I'm going to get a suit, like I've not been feeling well mentally, like I'm, and just from a coping level, like it might be a time for me to get that suit and see what that feels like and put that confidence back in and really be a coping skill mechanism for myself as I go through that. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. Even students could
Thank
do
you.
this. I mean, students
Yes.
like getting ready. That's why I think for getting ready for the first day of school is always one of the most powerful things ever. You always lay that outfit out. You're like ready to
Yeah.
put that on because you walk with confidence in the midst of that. That's pretty amazing, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I think students have a huge opportunity to do that now, especially. I'm not saying you should show up to school in a full suit, but there's so
Hey,
much
you could, bro.
versatility.
You
You
could.
could. There's so much versatility though with suits, like, and I think that's what a lot of people don't recognize, that we're starting to be a little bit more open to these days, is that a suit doesn't mean you're stuffy. A suit doesn't mean you're ready for business. A suit means you're confident about yourself, and a suit means you care about your appearance. So with students specifically, like one of the things that I really like to tell kind of the younger generation is like, man, if you get a suit, wear a jacket with a shirt and a jeans. Like
Yeah,
wear the slacks with a sweater. Like you don't have to always put it together. There's so many amazing options that will just push your look to the next level and give you that confidence still, but still be young and portray who you are as in your style, you know?
that's amazing. I that alone in itself, especially in the times that we're at, as we've been doing these mental health moments, just the idea, the thing that I'm hearing you say is the idea to get ready, to like get ready, like
Yeah.
actually put on an outfit for the day and get ready for your day is essential to your mental health. It is vital to combat the anxiety, the self doubt, and all these things. And the suit is great because it just has that personal touch. It just has that personal touch, And
Hmm.
this is great for interviews. This is great for job searches, college applications, all those types of things. So, man, I love it. I love it. I'm in. You almost have convinced me to get a suit that is like custom tailored to
Yep,
myself. So
a
I think
hundred
I'm
percent
in, man.
custom.
I'm gonna try it this week coming up. I'm gonna try it this week coming up. I'm gonna dress it up and then see what that feels like. And so um, that'll be awesome, man. I appreciate you letting us into your world. How can people find
Yeah.
you? How can people find you?
Yeah. So inherentclothier.com, or just at Inherent Clothier for Instagram. Our main places that we kind of live are the website, and then our Instagram is kind of our main one.
Okay, great. So people can get on there, they can customize a suit, they can learn more about how you guys are combating and working with mental health and helping the
Yep.
wellness of individuals. That is awesome, man. Well, I appreciate you being on our show. I appreciate how sharp you are, man. You look sharp today. Look at that
Hey,
smile
thank you.
coming across your face. You cannot advertise better than that. Thanks for being a part of our mental health moments. Students, parents, families, individuals, businessmen, who's ever watching this, I hope that you jump on to inherentclothier.com or catch them on Instagram and get on there and see the ways that this is impacting the lives around everyone's life around, I should say. And so thank you for being a part of our community. Thank you for jumping into this sector of wellness and saying, hey, my personal story has impacted me and getting on a suit. Man, I thank you for sharing that with us. I
Yeah,
really do
thank you.
appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to suiting you up soon, man. It's gonna
Oh
be fun.
man. Well, it'll be happening around that corner. Well, thank you so much. Thanks for being a part of the show. Thanks for viewing and thanks for jumping on. Don't forget, check us out at educationforalifetime.com for any other resources that you need. We look forward to hearing from you.